Now, whether you're a gamer, a camera enthusiast, or someone who just wants to go through the day, this device can be a good option for you. Today, we are going to dive deep into the Vivo T3 Pro 5G. Now, with its unique design, a powerful Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor, and a 5500 mAh battery, could this be the best budget 5G device for a budget-conscious buyer? Stick around as we unbox and review every aspect of this device to see if it actually lives up to its hype. Alright, let's just start by unboxing this device. Right off the bat, you'll notice a striking back design of the Vivo T3 Pro. The back panel is a shiny green with a tiny glitter-like dots that shimmer in the light, giving it a very premium look. Now, the Vivo branding is subtly placed on the bottom left, while the camera module on the top is something which catches your eye with its golden, oddly shaped design. Now, under low light conditions or in a dark setting environment, the back of this device appears to be black, but when the light hits it directly, the shiny dots really pop up and it gives a unique aesthetic that turns around to look very good. Let's talk about the sturdy in-hand feel of the Vivo T3 Pro. The top of the device is clean and minimalistic with no significant features as such, but the bottom houses a dual SIM card tray, a Type-C port for charging, and a speaker grill. Now, the right side is where you'll find the volume rocker and the power button. To give you a gist, it's quite responsive, it's very satisfying because as and when you press it, you get an instant response. Now, the left side of the phone is completely bare, keeping the design very subtle and minimal. Overall, the build quality is solid with a slim profile and a lightweight feel, which makes the phone very comfortable to hold in hand. Now, let's talk about the display. The Vivo T3 Pro 5G features a 3D curved AMOLED display with a peak brightness of 4500 nits. Now, this makes it one of the brightest display in the segment. Whether you are indoors or outdoors, even under direct sunlight, the screen remains clear and vivid without having to max out the brightness. Now, the screen to body ratio on the Vivo T3 Pro is quite impressive. It goes about 93.93%, and the bezels are quite small, giving a big screen real estate. This curved display offers a wide viewing angle as well, up to 165 degrees. Now, this display is set to 60 Hz by default, so if you want a smoother experience, you have to go into the settings and change it to 120 Hz. So that's the maximum refresh rate this phone supports. The Vivo T3 Pro also comes equipped with an in-display fingerprint scanner. Setting up the fingerprint was straightforward, although there were a few instances where it took a moment to recognize the fingerprint, but once the setup is done, it unlocks quickly. The accuracy is good. Now, talking about the performance, as I mentioned earlier, Vivo T3 Pro comes with the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor. It pairs up with 8GB of RAM, which is expandable to 16GB. That means you can add 8GB more using the RAM expansion function, and you get 256GB of internal storage. Out of the box, about 22GB is used by the system, so it leaves you with around 234GB for your photos, apps, or whatever else that you want to put in your phone. The phone also runs on Android 14 with FunTouch OS 14 pre-installed, and the user experience is smooth and intuitive. Upon first boot, you might notice a lot of preloaded apps, although I tried opening and closing applications quite fast, and it is capable of handling all the fast UI navigations that you are going to do if you are a fast user like me. The 120 Hz option does provide a fluid experience that feels premium on the device for this price range. Now, coming to the one section where Vivo actually shines, that's the camera, because Vivo has been continuously delivering on best cameras in the smartphones right now. But in the budget segment, the Vivo T3 Pro 5G features a 50 megapixel main camera with a Sony IMX882 sensor, which offers optical stabilization, and you can see a video sample right here. Even with minor shakes, the footage is fairly stable. In addition to the main camera, there's also a 8 megapixel wide angle lens, which is ideal for capturing a little wider perspective. Now, the photos are sharp, the dynamic range is good in the photos, the colors are accurate, and the photos are a little bit more saturated than natural, but for the eyes they look very pleasing, and you will definitely like all the outputs that this phone is capturing. Talking about the low light performance, the camera manages to capture decent shots. However, it's worth noticing that Vivo has moved away from the aura light feature in this model. This might be a minor setback for some, but overall the camera performance is impressive given the phone's price. Now, let's discuss the battery life. The Vivo T3 Pro comes with a 5500 mAh battery, and it is a remarkable feat because considering the slim profile of the phone, which goes to around 7.4 mm only, even with moderate to heavy usage with gaming and a lot of 5G involved, you can easily get a full day battery backup. Now, talking about the gaming performance, T3 Pro has the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3. Now, combined with its capable GPU, it does give a solid gaming performance. You won't feel any kind of disappointment in a casual gaming experience. I tested the device on several games, including some graphic intensive ones, and while there were some some minor frame drops during extreme testing, the overall experience was quite smooth. I mean, even after playing for about 2 hours on HD setting, the phone showed minimal lag and heating. And for gamers on a budget, this device does give a satisfactory experience on terms of performance. Now, according to the Vivo's website, Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor is capable of scoring at least 820K score on an Antutu score test. But in my experience, I got around 100K, which is quite close to the claimed value. And during a 15-minute CPU throttle test, there was only one minor drop to 80%, but it quickly stabilized back to 99%. There are some additional software features which really excite me on this device, which include the dynamic effects for home screen animation, fingerprint animation, and the face unlock animations add a touch of customization to your experience. So coming to the final verdict, the Vivo T3 Pro, according to me, is an all-rounder device which provides a good value for its price. It combines a stunning display, a strong battery life, a decent gaming performance, and a solid camera setup, all under 25,000 rupees. Now, whether you're a gamer, a camera enthusiast, or someone who just wants to go through the day having a reliable smartphone in hand, this device can be a good option for you. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Anything else that you also want to know about this device, all questions are welcome. And thank you so much for sticking around till now. It's me there signing off. You're watching Elementec, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.